Hello and welcome to the second video of the three video series where I'm reviewing three books. I had already reviewed the book The Anarchy by William Dalrymple. Go check that out. In this particular video, I'm going to be reviewing India's Struggle for Freedom, authored by Bipin Chandra and co-authored by Ridula Mukherjee, Aditya Mukherjee, Shuchita Mahajan and Kian Panikar. This book contains 39 chapters and the MRP written here is 399, but you can get this book easily from Amazon at the rate of 300 to 350. I've got the older edition of this book. You can get the new one. This book tells us the story of one of the greatest mass movement the modern society had witnessed, that is the Indian national movement. Indian national movement somehow also sets a great example on how people from different background, diverse ideologies, diverse political belief somehow came together and brought that mighty imperial power onto their knees. Uh, Today, in the 74th year of our independence, we are still close enough to the national movement to feel the warmth of it, and at the same point of time we are still far enough to acknowledge different facts and figures of that movement. This book starts from the revolt of 1857 with Sepoy Mutiny, which was also known as the first greater challenge to the Britishers. After that, the different farmer uprising, different tribal uprising, the rule of Birsa Munda, how Indian National Congress evolved in 1885, what was the role of A.O. Hume, why Lord Dufferin used the theory of safety valve to somehow describe the Indian National Congress. After that, how different political reformers and different freedom fighters became the backbone of Indian National Congress, how they gave their speeches in the parliament, their feisty speeches about financial issues, administrative issues, foreign policies, the fascinating speeches given by Feroz Shah Mehta, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, why Bal Gangadhar Tilak got the title of Lokmanya Tilak, how different newspaper owners and different journalists struggled for the press freedom with the Britishers, and how the First World War shaped the national movement. What happened after that? How after that, how Gandhiji came into India and toured the whole country in order to know the different problems of different people residing in different places of the country. This book, after that, tells us the story of how the whole concept of Hindu Muslim had came together in the earlier phases of the national struggle, and somehow uh, struggled with the unity, and later how the communalism seed came into India and kind of wrought the whole unity structure inside our country. How what happened after the Bengal separation? Why did the Britishers separated the Bengal into two provinces? After that, what was the role played by different extremist leaders, which just divided the whole country in religious line, and later different riots, the massacres happening from both the sides of Hindus and Muslims, the different policies and rules and regulation kind of amended by the Britishers in order to suppress the rights of the Indians and the unprivileged section. While reading this book, I somehow felt that the whole national movement was somehow prioritized to the unprivileged section of the society, and from that the character of socialism somehow generated, which was still there in current ruling period. The Our state is also known as welfare state. I think the socialism character somehow developed from the freedom struggle. After that, how what shaped the uh, Second World War? What was India's role in Second World War? How India sees the Second World War, different roundtable conferences held in Britain, and different other international conferences. The story of different freedom fighters like Bhagat Singh, how Bhagat Singh was influenced by non-violence, how he supported non-violence, how he somehow get influence from the communist party in the Russia during that point of time, how he was inspired from the Bolsheviks party, how after that kind of present the whole situation of how left emerged during the freedom struggle, how different political uh, you can say how different political reformers got involved into right-wing parties and left-wing parties. What were their stands on different issues, different what was the debate between Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru and Patel, what was the debate between Subhash Chandra Bose and Gandhi, how Gandhi praised Subhash Chandra Bose and how especially Subhash Chandra Bose praised Gandhi, how actually Subhash Chandra Bose raised the Azad Hind Fauj. I had completed this book in the lockdown itself. I feel in the world where there are so much of fake news and fake information spreading all over the social media, we have to we must learn things from different acknowledgeable sources, from different books written on different issues. I think this is one of the best books if you want to know the struggle behind the independent India, how different political figures, how the current situation is somehow related to the struggle for freedom. You have to read this book. It's uh, it's the story of our country. It's the story of how India struggled to get their independence from the Britishers. So that's all for today. We'll catch you up in the last video, the third part of this book, with the book India After Gandhi by Ramchandra Guha. Thank you.